Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invites you to rocket into the future with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Stand by to raise ship. Blast off minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. From every corner of Space Academy, spilling out of dormitories, tumbling from jet cars, jumping from slidewalks, hundreds of cadets race across the grassy quadrangle and crowd into the administration building to hear the results of rigid midterm examinations. As the voice of the officer of the day crackles harshly over the loudspeaker, Tom Corbett and Roger Manning wait anxiously with the other cadets. Breathing a prayer, their names will be among those who pass, for failure means dismissal from Space Academy.
Brad, Casey, Serrano, Cooper, Copeland, Corbett.
Congratulations, Tom. You made it. Thanks, Roger. I'd rather take acceleration from maximum rocket drive than sweat out that list.
Same here. Only one thing I'm worried about.
What's that?
That last power drive problem. I don't think I answered it the right way.
Hey, hold it, Roger. It's getting to the end.
Scott, Larkin, Maggio, Mallett, Mayfield, McCleary, Muller.
Roger, she didn't call your name.
That's it, Space Boy. I
Oh,
failed.
no, there must be some mistake, Roger.
No mistake. You know as well as I do. You're either on that list or you're not. I'm getting out of this uniform before I'm arrested for impersonating a space cadet.
And permission is hereby granted to Jonas Brady and Andrew Peters for exploration of secondary satellites of Jupiter's moons. Object of exploration, uranium pitchblende deposits. Permit for the above, LC 98452, dated 1 April 2352. Signed, Stephen Strong, Captain, Solar Guard. All right, I think that'll cover you, Brady. I'll put the Solar Guard seal on it now.
Say, I don't suppose you could tell Peters and me where we could find a good astrogator.
I'm afraid not, Brady. Shouldn't be too hard to get one, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Strong. I didn't know you were busy.
Well, that's all right, Corbett. Come in. We finished our business. What is it?
Well, it's Roger, sir.
Again? Well, what happened this time?
He failed to pass midterm exams, sir.
Failed? Well, that's impossible. He can astrogate as well as I can.
Roger thinks it was the power deck problem he missed, and I was wondering if you could do something.
You know Academy rules as well as I do, Corbett. If Manning's failed, he'll be dismissed from the Academy. Nothing can be done about it.
Excuse me, Captain.
Oh, yes, Brady.
I just wanted to thank you again for your help. We'd like to blast off as soon as we can.
Oh, of course. Here's your permit. And spaceman's luck.
Thanks. We'll need it. Come on, Peters.
Right, Jonas. So long, Captain.
Goodbye. Now, Corbett, let's get to the whole story. Is Manning positive he failed this exam?
Well, looks like we're set, Jonas.
Yeah. And did you hear about the kid getting kicked out of the academy?
I'm way ahead of you, Jonas. The best astrographer in the joint. He said kicked out. And we need an astrogator.
Strong said the kid's name was Manning.
What are we waiting for? Let's find a kid named Manning.
Captain Strong here.
Captain, this is Tom Corbett.
Oh, I was just going to call you, Tom. I checked the results of the midterm exams, and there was good reason for Manning not being on the regular list. He didn't wait for the honor list to be announced.
Honor list?
That's right. I don't know how he did it, but he posted the third highest average in the academy.
Oh, great. That's just fine.
Well, you don't sound very happy about it.
I'm not, sir. Roger's gone.
What?
I just got back to the dormitory. Found these lockers empty, all these clothes gone.
Why, that hot-headed young idiot.
I called the main gate and he was checked out 15 minutes ago. He took a jet cab to the city.
Well, you better jet right after him, Tom. Find him and bring him back, or he'll be in trouble.
But, sir, it really isn't his fault. He didn't
He
know.
shouldn't have gone off half-cocked like that. Now, if he isn't here by bed check tonight, he'll be court-martialed for being absent without leave. And then he really will be an ex-cadet.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by.
Fellas and girls, listen to this exciting announcement. Starting now, right now, you'll find exciting cutouts on the back of each and every regular package of Kellogg's Pep. And what are these cutouts? Well, they're real, true-to-life photograph cutouts of all your favorite Space Cadets. Here's your chance to get a complete collection of Space Cadet pictures. There's a cutout of Dr. Dale, one of Tom Corbett, Astro, and Roger Manning, too. Here's Tom Corbett to tell you all about it.
That's the truth, Spaceman. Right now at your grocery store, there's a package of Kellogg's Pep just waiting for you. And on the back, you'll find a photograph cutout of one of your favorite Space Cadets. Cut them out and pin them on your wall. Or you can paste them on your school book. And if you haven't got a full set, you can trade your extras for the ones you haven't got. It's a swell collection. So start getting your photograph cutouts of the Space Cadets right now.
That's right, Spaceman. And remember, there's another exciting Space Cadet photograph cutout on the back of each and every regular-sized Kellogg's Pep package. So don't delay. Ask your mom to get the Build-Up Wheat Cereal. Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Believing he has failed the rigid midterm examinations, Cadet Roger Manning has left Space Academy and taken a job as astrogator with Jonas Brady and Andrew Peters, two space prospectors searching for vital uranium pitchblende. But back at Space Academy, Cadet Tom Corbett has decided to ask for an emergency leave to go in search of his friend Roger Manning.
All right, Corbett, I'll give you the leave, but I don't think it'll do any good to look for Manning. By now, he could be any place. Mars, Venus, right here on Earth.
I'll find him, Captain Strong. I'm sure Roger would do the same for me.
Yes, I guess he would. All right. Here you are, 5-day emergency pass.
Attention, emergency alert. By order of Commander Arkwright, all leaves are canceled and all cadet units and instructors are to report to the main assembly hall on the double.
All right, cadets, stand to. Commander Arkwright has placed me in command of this emergency, and I want your undivided attention. All of you are acquainted with the vital work of the Solar Alliance in mining uranium pitchblende on Pluto. Now, without N72C, the mining operations on Pluto would stop, and our supply of raw uranium pitchblende would be cut to a dangerously low level. We've just received a report from our refineries on Mars that every ounce of N720, a new chemical explosive, has been stolen, and it will take 2 years to replace it. Who stole it and how it was stolen is the work of the Security Division. Our job is to get it all back before it is broken down into small lots and sold on the black market. Now, Commander Arkwright has ordered every available ship into space. Each of you will be given a sector to patrol. Your orders are simple. Stop every ship in your sector and search it. Your objective? 217 boxes of N72C. Any questions? Very well, then blast off according to emergency plan. And spaceman's luck. Oh, Corbett.
Yes, Captain Strong.
You'll come with me aboard the rocket destroyer Galileo. We'll patrol sectors 6, 7, and 8 in the orbit of Jupiter.
Right, sir. But is the situation really that bad?
Corbett, if we don't find that explosive, our production of uranium will be so low, half of all the spaceships now in flight will have to be grounded.
Destroyer Squadron 9 will patrol Earth lunar space lanes, and Cruiser Group J will search the asteroid belt. Further assignments to follow. All ships are to be intercepted and searched for the missing N72C. Maintain standby watch of this frequency for orders from Central Spaceport Control. End transmission.
Boy, those poor jokers are really fusing their tubes about that stuff. Sure must be valuable. Well, none of my concern anymore.
You, Jonas? Jonas, ain't you?
No, it's Manning.
Huh? What are you doing here, kid?
Looking for you. Brady wants you.
All right, so you found me. Now beat it.
After I take a look at what's in that box.
No, stay away from there.
Why? I'm a partner, aren't I? I've got a right to see the supplies we're carrying. Say, wait a minute. Supplies, huh? This is N72C.
So what? We're prospectors, ain't we? We need explosives.
200 cases, pal? Cases that were stolen?
What do you mean, stolen?
Don't pull that innocent act on me. I just picked up a solar guard alert. They're looking for this stuff right now.
They'll never find it, kid.
Brady.
I figured you were the type to get nosy, so I just put the ship on automatic pilot and came down to make sure Peters kept you out of here.
I couldn't keep him out, Jonas. He barged right
Shut
in.
up, Peters. You couldn't stop a space rat. I had to beat your head off for letting him see this.
There's no way to talk to a
Shut
partner.
up, I said. All right, kid. So we got a full cargo of N720. What about it?
I'm resigning from this partnership right now.
I got news for you, space boy. You're not back in Space Academy playing one of your little games now. The only way to resign from this outfit is to take a walk out in space without a spacesuit.
We're closing in on the outer moons of Jupiter now, sir. You can see them on the radar scanner.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I hate to think what a time we'll have if they reach those planetoids without us knowing it.
Hey, look, sir. A spaceship heading right into the thickest part of Jupiter's space junk.
Yes. And from the looks of her on the radar scanner, she's an old Venusian colonizer. All right, Tom. Stand by to intercept. Maybe this time we'll be lucky.
Well, Hotshot, that destroyer's closing in.
Space Raider from rocket cruiser Galileo. This is Captain Strong of the Solar Guard.
Captain Strong.
Gate 2 and stand by for boarding party.
Well, Brady, what are you going to do
All
now?
right, Peters, keep him covered.
What are you going to do?
Never mind. Keep him covered, I said.
All right, Jonas. All right.
Hello, rocket destroyer Galileo from Space Freighter Jenny Alden. This is Jonas Brady speaking. Go ahead.
Gate 2, Brady. We're coming aboard.
Coming aboard. Why? Anything wrong?
We just want to check your cargo. If everything's all right, you'll be cleared to go on.
I see. Well, I tell you, Captain, our main airlock mechanism...
He's lying, Captain Strong. There's nothing wrong with the airlock.
Hey, what was that, Brady?
Why, that was just my astrogator telling me something. By the way, I think you know him, Captain. He used to be a cadet, fellow by the name of Manning.
Manning? What in blazes is he doing on your ship?
Oh, he signed on just before we blasted off. He likes the idea of prospecting with us. Figures in making a pile of money.
He does he? Well, let me talk to him.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Manning, come here.
Jonas, are you space happy?
Shut up. I know what I'm doing. Why, I'm sorry, Captain. He says he don't want to talk to you.
Well, listen, Brady. I want to search your ship. If we can't couple our airlocks together, we'll just have to board you in space.
No, don't do that, Captain. I tell you what, we ain't far from Jupiter. Now, suppose I touch down and you trail me in. Make it a lot easier. You can board me on the ground through the emergency power deck hatch.
All right. Get going, then. Change course.
Right away, Captain. You just follow me down and I'll wait for you. And transmission. Ah, that was easier than I thought.
Jonas, you must have been drinking rocket juice. You're taking us right into a trap.
I don't know why I got hooked up with a whining fool like you, Peters. I got Strong doing exactly what I want.
Oh, you have, huh? Well, as soon as he comes aboard, he'll find all them boxes of N72C, and that's what he wants.
Of course not. Now, you get to work right now and start loading the jet boat.
The jet boat, but...
No questions, Peters. Move.
Wait a minute. What about this kid? You talk.
Oh, no, you won't. After you're through loading the explosives, break out 2 spacesuits. Just 2. When Captain Strong comes aboard the Jenny Alden, he's going to find 1 empty spaceship and 1 dead body.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment. So stand by.
This is Venus Space Station, calling Space Academy Commissary. Request increased ration, Kellogg's Pep. Request increased ration, Kellogg's Pep. This is Solar Guard Station Titan, calling Space Academy Commissary. Include double ration, Kellogg's Pep, in next shipment. Demand for Kellogg's Pep increasing every month. Launch patrol ship number 4, calling Space Academy commissary. Hey, what do you say, fellas? Let's have some pep, huh? Send up some Kellogg's pep.
Well, that's the story down at the Space Academy commissary. The calls are coming in from every space station in the solar system. More Kellogg's Pep, more Kellogg's Pep. Well, you spacemen know why, too. Every time you help yourself to that swell whole wheat and malt flavor, well, you can tell right off why Kellogg's Pep is making such a big hit with spacemen. And say, Kellogg's Pep helps the solar guardsman keep in trim by supplying him with vitamin D, vitamin B1, and many other essential food values to help him stay on the job. So give yourself the same energy blast off every morning with Kellogg's Pep. And remember, to get your pep, well, you don't have to call the Space Academy commissary. The corner grocery store is your commissary for the Spaceman cereal Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Tricking Captain Strong into landing on Jupiter, Jonas Brady has begun a desperate plan to save his stolen cargo of valuable explosive and get rid of Roger Manning. Now on the deserted wastes of Jupiter, where the gravity is 2.5 times that of Earth, Tom Corbett and Captain Strong leave the rocket propeller Galileo and in spacesuits and helmets struggle toward the Jenny Alden, partially hidden by a huge rock formation. A walk that will bring them face to face with death.
I'll never get used to Jupiter, Captain Strong. I don't know which is worse, but double gravity or all the quakes.
I know, Tom. This double gravity makes it feel like you're carrying 400 pounds on your back. Be careful and don't fall. You'll never pick yourself up.
Why did Brady land in that valley? He must have known we couldn't come in alongside.
Yeah, this whole setup is pretty fishy. I can't understand why Roger didn't want to talk to us. If he ever talked his way out of anything, it had better be now.
All set, Jonas. The N-72C is loaded in the jet boat, and I've got the 2 spacesuits.
Okay, Peters. I just saw Strong leave the destroyer with another guy and head this way.
I'm getting nervous, Jonas. What if they catch us?
You know something, Peters? I think you're a yeller. Our little space cadet has got more guts than you.
You got no right to talk to me that way. Hey, Jonas, it's an earthquake. Hang on.
Just what I was hoping for.
What?
I spent 2 years prospecting this crummy planet right around here. Every 5 or 6 hours there's a quake. That ought to hold Captain Strong for a while. Now, get Manning out here in the jet boat, Luck. We're ready to move.
Wait a minute, Jonas. I've been thinking. Stealing is one thing. If you're caught, you get time on the prison asteroid. But killing, that's something else again.
Hey, wait a minute. What is this?
I don't like it. I don't want no part of it.
Why, you crummy little space rat.
Well, let's just blast off in the jet boat and leave the kid here. Won't do us no real good to kill him.
I'm giving the orders around here, and I say get the kid.
But, Jonas...
Get him right now.
All right. All right, Jonas. You win.
You bet I win, you little space crawler. Try to chicken out on me, will you?
All right, Manny. Come on out.
You guys sure picked yourself a nice graveyard to land in.
You're using the right word, kid. Move.
Well, Brady, where do you expect to go from here?
A long way, kid. Peters, you have his barrel right?
Yeah, sure.
Hand it over.
Okay.
What do you think you're going to do now?
Kind of impatient, ain't you?
Come on, Jonas. Let's get this over with.
Sure, Peters, if you'd be glad to. All right, Manning, stand over there next to them spacesuits.
Hey, now, listen, wait a minute.
Watch, kids. Watch.
Captain Strong, the quake's getting worse. We've got to get to the Jenny Alden.
Just another 100 yards, Corbett. We can make it.
Take a look. A jet boat. It just blasted out of the freighter.
Blast them. They pulled a fast one on us. Hurry, Corbett. and pray they've left Roger alive. Captain Strong to Rocket Destroyer Squadron B, cover sectors 7, 8, and 9, Jupiter orbit. Intercept jet boat believed to be carrying stolen explosives. That is all.
Captain Strong! Captain, come here, quick!
Yes, Corbett, where are you?
Down here, sir, in the jet boat airlock.
What is it?
There, sir. Look.
By the rings of Saturn. Peters.
Yes, sir. Blasted by a parallel ray and left in the open airlock. He didn't have a chance. And look here, sir. These small chips that look like putty.
Well, that's N72C. Well, that nails it. They did steal the explosive and escaped with it in the jet boat.
But where's Roger, sir?
That's what I'd like to know. I'd be interested in finding out how he's tied up with this operation.
But, sir, you don't think...
Wait a minute. Look at this.
A parallel ray. And it's Academy issue.
Not only that. Look at the name on the grip.
Roger.
There's been one shot fired. Probably the one that got Peters.
Well, then that explains it. Roger was trying to fight them.
He was? Well, then why isn't he here now? No, Tom, it looks to me like poor Peters was the victim of a double cross.
What?
And with the way Roger felt about the Academy, and the fact that he isn't here now, and the fact that he sailed on a ship with stolen cargo...
Oh, he wouldn't. He couldn't do a thing like that.
I'm just pointing out. When we find Roger, I certainly hope he can prove I'm wrong.
He must be able to prove it, sir. And if I have to go clear out to the next galaxy, I'll find him and make him prove it. So help me, I will.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, when Tom and Captain Strong become space rats to follow a trail that leads them from the moons of Jupiter to the underworld of Venus in Part 2 of Double Cross in Space. Tune in, same time, same station on Thursday for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal. Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in today's cast are Jan Merlin, Edward Bryce, Paul Ford, and Ian Martin. Today's program was written by Richard Jessup, directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Beck speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal, invites you to rocket into the future with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Stand by to raise shift. Blast off -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
As roaring rockets blast off to distant planets and far-flung stars, we take you to the age of the conquest of space with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet. The greatest space search in history is slowly drawing to an end. A manhunt that has seen the mighty Solar Guard fleet sweep space from the outer edges of Pluto to the twilight zone of Mercury in a search for two men who have in their possession every ounce of a priceless chemical explosive, N72C. Two men, one a hardened criminal, the other a space cadet of the Polaris unit, Roger Manning. Now, one by one, the heavy rocket cruisers report in to Captain Strong at Space Academy.
Target Cruiser Capella to Space Academy. Come in.
This is Strong at Space Academy. Go ahead with your report.
Completed patrol and search of 19 spacecraft in sectors 45, 46, 47, Shark K, Jupiter orbit. No sign of Cadet Roger Manning or Jonas Brady. No evidence of N-72C explosives. We're running low of fuel. Request permission to proceed to nearest base for refuel.
Your orders are to proceed to Venusport and deactivate your ship.
Deactivate my ship? I don't understand.
Production of uranium pitch blende has been stopped as a result of the stolen N-72C. Present supply of reactant fuel has been restricted to emergencies only.
Emergency? Well, is this an emergency?
You have your orders. Proceed to Venusport and deactivate your ship. End transmission. That's the 35th ship I've had to cradle in the last 2 weeks. Everyone put away is one less chance of finding Roger and Brady and the missing N-72C.
Well, I still can't believe that Roger had anything to do with this.
Well, the evidence is pretty strong, Corbett. He's AWOL from the Academy. He shipped aboard Brady's space freighter voluntarily, and Brady had the stolen explosives aboard.
I know, sir, but...
Then he refused to talk to me when we contacted the freighter. Now, we found Brady's ex-partner dead, and one shot had been fired from Roger's gun.
But that still doesn't prove Roger's guilt.
We'll give him every chance in the world to prove his innocence when we find him. Right now, the Solar Guard fleet is sinking to the size of a squadron for lack of fuel. In another 2 weeks, the only things we'll have left in space will be memories.
Well, Space Boy, how you doing?
Fine. Till you came in, Brady.
Still got that big mouth, huh, Manny? Maybe I should have closed it for you back on Jupiter.
Maybe you should have. What do you want with me, anyhow?
Well, now with poor old Peter's gone, I need help.
Don't give me that poor old Peters routine. You blasted him with a parallel ray and then left him in an open airlock without a spacesuit.
I did? You're wrong, kid. You blasted him. It was your gun Captain Strong found next to Peter's body.
So what? He wouldn't believe I did it.
Now, then why did he send out a space alert for both of us? Wanted for robbery and murder Jonas Brady and Roger Manning.
You're full of space gas.
Not a bit, kid. You're all tied up with me now. And we got 10 million credits worth of explosives to feed into the black market.
You won't get a blasted cent out of it. The Solar Guard will nail you the minute you stick your head out of this asteroid.
The Solar Guard is finished, Buster. They're running out of fuel and pulling their ships in. In another week, I'll be free to operate over the whole blasted universe.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by. Fellas and girls, how would you like to have a photograph cutout of Roger Manning, a swell picture you could hang up on your wall? Well then, hold on to your seatbelts, because I'm going to tell you where to get one. And besides Roger Manning's picture, you can get pictures of Astro, Tom Corbett, and Dr. Dale, too. These swell, true-to-life picture cutouts of your favorite space cadets are waiting for you right now on the back of packages of Kellogg's Pep. Wait till you see them. They're full-length pictures in exciting Space Academy uniforms. You want to get the whole set. Each picture makes a swell cutout. You can frame them, hang them on the wall, paste them on books. Everybody will have their favorite Space Cadet picture cutout, and you want yours too. So start your collection now. Just go to your grocery store and get a regular-sized package of Kellogg's Pep. Look on the back of the package. That's where you'll find your Space Cadet cutout. And remember, every time you buy a regular-sized package of Kellogg's Pep, you'll get another cutout right on the back of the package. Get ready to blast off for your package of Kellogg's Pep just as soon as you can. Remember, to get your swell Space Cadet cutout, be sure you ask for the Build-Up Wheat Cereal, Kellogg's Pep, P-E-P. Pep. 3 weeks have passed since the disappearance of Jonas Brady and the stolen explosive N-72C. 3 weeks in which half of the vast fleet of the Solar Guard has been grounded for lack of fuel. Now, in Captain Strong's office at Space Academy, Tom Corbett suddenly rushes in with important information.
Look at this report, sir. Just came in from Titan. 3 space rats have been working a small pitch blende deposit. And it shows in the past 2 weeks, production of pitchblende by these prospectors jumped from 50 tons a week to over 3,000.
What?
Now, the only way they could have jumped their production that much would be by using N72C explosives. And these same men bought several gallons of sulfuric acid. The only other way to ignite N72C without the special detonator.
Great Jupiter, this may be the break we've been waiting for.
Sure, now that the explosives are showing up, it should be easy to grab those prospectors and make them tell where they got it.
No, Corbett. Brady's made a mistake, and we've got to be sure he never finds out he's made it. Get your gear and stand by to blast off immediately. We're going to set a trap for a space rat. All right, Corbett. You ready?
Yes, sir, all set. Well, Skipper, you're out of uniform.
Yep, part of the plan, Tom.
Plan, sir?
Commander Arkwright and I decided the only way to catch a space rat is to become a space rat and go where the space rats go.
Oh, I get it. Act like we're a couple of prospectors wanting to use N72C for ourselves.
Exactly. So you and I are no longer Captain Strong and Tom Corbett of Space Academy, but simply Steve and Tom, space rats.
It's going to be tough, sir.
I know, Tom, and dangerous. But if we have to talk to every space rat from Luna City to Venusport, we'll find Brady and the N72C.
And Roger Manning. By the rings of Saturn, this must be the worst dive in Venusport, Skipper.
Skipper? Steve.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Yes, Tom, this is about as bad as they come. Space rats, criminals, spacemen who've lost their papers for one thing or another. They all come to places like these. Come on, I'll get a bottle of Martian water while you grab a table.
Right.
Hiya, Buster. Mind if an old rocket jockey sits down?
Go ahead, have a seat, spaceman.
Thank you. Oh, the old bones ain't what they used to be. Too much acceleration's what did it. Too much when I was a youngster and ready to ride anything that could blast off. Say, you just looking for pleasure or something special?
Here you are, Tommy. Here's the... Oh, who's your friend?
Oh, spaceman, Steve. What'd you say your name was?
I didn't say, but it's Shinny, Nicholas Shinny. Rocketman, 3rd class. 20 years as an enlisted man in the Solar Guard.
Oh, how are you, Shinny? Glad to know you.
Mr. Shinny to you. I'm old enough to be father to both of you.
Okay, Mr. Shinny. My name's Steve.
I'm Tom.
Glad to meet you, boys.
Well, how about a drink?
Now, that's something I ain't turned down in 20 years.
Well, here you are, Mr. Shinny.
Thank you, thank you. Spaceman's luck. Now then, what brings you two fellers down to this part of Venusport, eh? Got a strike lined up?
Well, yes. We have a pitchblende strike lined up all right. Picked out in the asteroid belt. But we can't get the stuff out of the ground.
Oh, deposit runs too deep from the surface, eh?
Right. We've been trying to get some atomic explosives to blast it out of there.
I can tell you ain't space ratted very long. Why, spaceman, atomic explosives would blast your little asteroid back to proton.
Well, what else is there? TNT or dynamite wouldn't reach it.
What you need is some N72C.
N72C. Oh, that's a real bright suggestion.
Yeah, go buy some at the corner credit exchange.
It might be easier than that.
Hey, look, Mr. Shinny, don't tell me you know where you can get some N72C.
Maybe not. If you figure on using it, your pitchblende strike's got to be big, 'cause N72C will cost you plenty.
How much?
50,000 credits a box.
Is that all? Listen, Mr. Shinny, we got a strike lined up that'll make the Pluto mines look like a hole in the ground.
That's all. Well, now, maybe we can do business. But, I get 1/3 of whatever you dig out.
1/3? That might be as much as 5 million credits.
You heard me. 1/3.
Listen, you broken down space bum. You try to hold us up for 1/3 and you won't get anything. I'll give you 1/5. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
Have you got the explosive nearby?
No, I can find out where to get it, but you can't. Meet me at the spaceport tomorrow night, around this time. In the meantime, I have to do a little scouting around. Right connections, you know. Say, about 10,000 credits.
I'll give you 5.
I'll take it.
And believe me, Mr. Shinny, if you're not at the spaceport tomorrow night,
You'd better not be in Venusport at all, because I'll boot you from here to the asteroid belt. Remember that.
There you are. I've been dragging this blasted old spacesuit around for an hour looking for you.
A metal spacesuit? Why, Jupiter, that must weigh a ton, Mr. Shinny.
So what? I don't trust them new fandangled plastic suits, Buster. Ain't safe.
Listen, have you got the N72C?
Have you got the credits?
Yes, of course.
Then I got the N72C. Leastways, I know where to get it. Where's your space wagon?
Right over there. That's Freighter.
All right, Buster. Let's blast off. We got an appointment in 2 days with some N72C on planetoid 16 in orbit, fourth moon in Jupiter.
Well, we're here, Captain Strong. Take a look through the viewport. What a desolate place.
Perfect spot for a meeting like this.
But where's the explosives? I can't see a thing out there.
Shinny told me the man who has it will meet us here.
Well, did he tell you his name?
No, but I'm sure it'll be Brady.
Skipper, look. The jet boat's coming in.
Uh-huh, the boat from the Jenny Alden. Well, that's Brady's ship. Come on, let's get to the airlock and put on our spacesuits. We'll go out and meet him.
You think Brady will recognize us?
I don't think he'll remember you. And I think this beard I've been growing, plus my space helmet, will do the trick for me.
Oh, giving Shinny that sleeping pill in his rocket juice was a good idea.
Just a precaution, Tom. All right, put on your helmet.
All set, Skipper.
Okay, let's go. And remember, if Brady does recognize us...
I know, sir. It'll probably be the last chance we'll get to find the N72C or Roger. There's the jet boat, Steve, but I don't see anyone around.
Probably inside. Come on in. Let's take a look.
Which one of you guys is going to do the talking?
I didn't see you come up behind us.
That was just the idea. Now stand still while I take your barrel ray gun. There. Now start talking. It better be good talk.
What do you mean, talk? You know why I'm here. I've got a pitch-blende strike line up in the asteroid belt, and I need N72C to blast this stuff out.
How do you know I've got any N72C?
Why,
I can't breathe. My oxygen line.
Jupiter, he's not getting oxygen. Help me to get under the jet boat, quick.
What is that?
Give me a hand, blast you. I can't carry him myself. He's not getting oxygen.
Okay, but watch it. I still got you covered with this barrel ray.
Wait a minute now. Now let me get his helmet off. There. You okay, Tom?
Yeah. Thanks. Intake valve must have jammed. It'll only take me a second to fix it.
Look, I'm in a hurry. You want that N72C or not?
Yes, I'll take 5 pounds. You got that much?
I got that and plenty more. It'll be 500,000 credits.
500,000? I was told it would be 50,000 credits.
The price has gone up. 500,000. Then I deliver the stuff to you here.
Why can't I pick it up? What if you don't come back?
If you want it, you'll take the chance.
Well, I have to speak to my partner. Half the credits are his.
Okay, but make it quick.
Tom, have you got it set up?
Yeah, all ready to work.
Good. Then put on your helmet and let's go. And by the way, nice acting.
Thanks.
All right, Brady, I'll take it. But only 3 pounds of N72C, that's all I can afford.
Where's your money?
Right here. 300,000 credits.
Hey, you guys must really have a big vein to start off with a stake like this. Most space rats don't make this much in a lifetime.
It's to be delivered in 4 hours, Brady. And if you don't come back, we'll come looking for you.
I'll be back. Besides, if the solar god can't find me, how can you?
Hey, wait a minute. How about our parallel ray guns?
They go with me, and don't try to follow me. Now get out.
Okay. There he goes, Tom. Straight back to the N72C.
Yeah, leaving a trail behind him as big as a comet with a radar beacon signal I attached to his jet boat.
We'll give him a half-hour start and then blast off after him. With any kind of luck, we'll find the N72C and Roger.
Yeah, if he's still alive.
Your pals thought they were pulling a fast one. They expect me to come back with the N72C. Only I'm not going back. Now I get enough credits to live like a prince without touching the N72C anymore.
Don't kid yourself, Brady. They've got a line on you now. They'll find you here, and you'll wind up peddling your explosive on the prison asteroid.
You must think I'm pretty dumb, kid.
You're no brain.
That's just where you're wrong. Sure, maybe Strong and that pal of yours will track me down, but it'll take 'em time. Time enough for me to set a little trap for 'em.
Trap. You talk big, Brady. It'll never work.
Ah, yes, it will, Junior. Because there's going to be some very inviting bait in my trap. And the bait's going to be you.
We'll return to the exciting adventures of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, in just a moment, so stand by.
Blast off power. That's what you get in Kellogg's Pep. Get blast off power. Start your day with hearty Kellogg's Pep. Pep gives you the kind of hard-hitting food energy you need to rock it off into a busy day. It's the cereal the cadets at Space Academy call for when there's action ahead. And Pep supplies you with essential vitamins, too. You get vitamin B1 and a whole day's supply of vitamin D in every serving. No wonder spacemen head for the breakfast table and pour out a big helping of Pep every morning. It's Kellogg's Pep for blast-off power. And say, just wait till you taste that keen whole wheat and malt flavor. You'll be reaching for second helpings every time. Kellogg's Pep with milk and sugar is the perfect way to start the day. When you fill up a bowl full and dig in, you want to travel at full space speed right through to the last bite. After all, Roger, Tom, and all the cadets say the same thing. For swell eating and blast-off food power, it's Kellogg's Pep. So start your day the spaceman's way. Ask Mom to get the cereal that gives you more builder-upper food values than any other wheat flake. Ask Mom to get Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P. Pep.
Hoping to trap Jonas Brady and learn where he has hidden the stolen explosive N72C, Captain Strong and Tom have trailed him to one of the secondary moons of Jupiter. But now, as they cautiously make their way across the desolate terrain toward Brady's jet boat, they are unaware that they have been led into a trap.
We're getting close to the jet boat, Tom. Easy around those rocks now. Try not to make any noise.
Right.
Keep low. As soon as you spot the jet boat...
Great Jupiter.
You see it?
No, it's Roger. Look, sir. Standing up on that rock.
What in blazes? Well, he's looking right at it, but he isn't moving.
He was hit with a parallel ray. Come on, sir. He's got a spacesuit on. Maybe he's all right.
I hope so. Stand back now. I'll hit him with my neutralizer.
Not bother, Strong.
What?
It's Brady.
Drop that ray gun. Go on. You too, kid.
Why, you...
No, Tom. Do as he says.
Real smart of you, Captain. But now I'm going to frost you and leave you here just like I did Peters without a spacesuit. So long, Captain Strong. Hey, what blazes?
Skipper, it's Shinny in his old suit.
Stay back, you old space bum. Stay back.
Like time I will, Buster.
All right, take it.
Keep trying.
Why, you...
Skipper, his ray doesn't work. Not through metal.
Time for us to take over, Tom.
Right.
No. Stay back, all of you. See this?
Skipper, he has the chunk of N72C.
That's right. One more step and I'll throw it.
Don't be a fool. You'll blast yourself.
What have I got to lose now? You got your choice. Let me go or we'll all be space junk. You got like till 10 to make up your mind. 1, 2,
Last that space call, you ain't letting him get away with it, are you?
I'm afraid we have no choice, Shinny.
Yes, we do, Skipper.
Come back here.
Stay right, kid.
Go ahead, throw it, Brady. Let's see if you have the nerve.
I'm warning you.
Oh, look out. He's throwing the stuff. We'll all be killed.
Just 2 minutes with Brady alone, Skipper, please.
For the last time, Manning, no.
Oh, I never get a break.
You're getting one now, Manning, by being allowed back in the academy.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, Skipper.
I figure we all got a break. Coming out of this alive, Well, if that stuff hadn't been a dud,
Oh, it wasn't a dud, Mr. Shinny. The N72C is plenty potent.
then how in the name of Pluto?
It can't be exploded by ordinary concussion, Shinny. It needs a special detonator, or sulfuric acid. I forgot about that for a moment.
Well, smoke my tubes. Well, let it go next.
And while we're passing around the bouquets, that was real smart of you to come charging up in that old metal spacesuit of yours, Mr. Shinny.
Just goes to show you, sometimes the old things are better than newfangled contraptions.
Why did you do it, Shinny? I thought you were working with Brady.
I knew you two were from the Solar Guard the minute you walked into that dive in Venusport.
What?
Yep. And when I found out what you wanted, I figured you could help me get what I wanted.
Well, what did you want?
A solar medal. I was buried in the rocket decks of the Solar Guard for 20 years. They didn't even know I was alive. But I'm going to get me a solar medal this time if I have to tear Space Academy apart.
What a spaceman.
Don't miss the next action-packed adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, on Tuesday, when the crew of the Polaris rockets into danger in The Mystery of the Sparkling Meteor. Tune in, same time, same station on Tuesday for the next thrilling interplanetary adventure with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet.
Brought to you by Kellogg's Pep, the build-up wheat cereal.
Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, starring Frankie Thomas, can also be seen on television and appears in the comic sections of many of America's leading newspapers. Look for it daily and in weekend editions. Featured in today's cast were Jan Merlin, Edward Bryce, Ian Martin, and Gilbert Mack. Today's program was written by Richard Jessup, directed by Drex Hines. Jackson Begg speaking.
Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret. Kellogg's Raisin Bran has a secret.
And what a secret! In Kellogg's Raisin Bran, the tasty raisins are dipped in honeycomb. That means plumper, more tender raisins, along with delicious Golden Crisp Bran Flakes. Both fruit and cereal all in one box. And no other raisin brand but Kellogg's gives you the tender goodness of raisins dipped in honeycomb. That's Kellogg's secret.